everyone, it's Heather here with Best Laid Plans, and today's video is going to be about how I jumpstart my monthly planner setup. So this is really more on the side of getting all my decoration and all the elements that I do for decorative planning together and going through then and filling it out when I'm finished. But I know that some of you are maybe new to decorative planning or you feel overwhelmed by all of the choices that you have. So I want to just share my tips for my monthly setup and kind of my process. So here I have my two main planners. I do have a large planner, which is my art journal. That is not part of my monthly setup because that's just something that I do kind of weekly or whenever I want to do like junk journaling. So that's more for me. But these are the ones that I like use for actual like legitimate writing out an agenda planning. So I have my Transformer planner, and that includes my Catchall main planner, which is the Beauty and Florals. And then it also includes my social media planner, and budget and wellness, which is what I use my horizontal planner for. I use the different spreads to do different functions. So my at a glance page is my wellness, and then my budget is the monthly page. I do my social media stuff on the weekly pages. And then I also do my setup for meal planning, and that is in my Skinny Classic. That is really a fun one to just decorate, and I like to kind of coordinate that to either what I'm doing for that first part of the month in my main or my social media planner. So I am going to be working on those spreads. The one spread that I don't do, that is a monthly spread at the beginning of the month, is usually my spread in my Catchall planner for my monthly spread. And the reason why is I tend to save that to do a opera inspired decorative layout. So for instance, I just finished doing my July monthly and I did a Flying Dutchman theme. So I am not sure exactly what's going to be the August one, but it may be on bottle on in Mashera because I have some cool stickers for that, but I'm not sure yet. So it usually just depends on kind of what I'm in the mood to do and what I have the materials for. So that is always usually later in the month or mid-month. So really the first step that I take is to gather all of my materials. So I have my planners here, and then I also like to have my sticker books that I am using. So I'm going to be using the Disney Princess book, Stronger at Heart, colorful boxes, Stronger at Heart, and I also have these like little mini ones. And then I'll also be using Beauty and Florals and Girls with Goals. So those are the sticker books I'm using. And then I try to select washi tape that goes really well with those themes I'm going for. So August in my horizontal classic planner is going to be Belle. So I wanted to use this antique library and this beautiful yellow and gold washi because I think it'll match her just perfectly. And then for my Catchall planner, the Beauty and Florals, I decided to take the Simply Gilded black music sheet washi and this eggplant with little gold diamond skinny washi out of my skinny washi box because it's going to complement the colors in these two of my books I'm using. I'm going to be using just a plain ink pen to write and everything this time, but if you want to like coordinate some mile liners or highlighter, or if you wanted to use pens that matched your spread, then you could go ahead and pull those now as well. And if you are like me and you use decorative stickers for functional planning, you should also go ahead and just pull the books you think you might be using for those functional parts of your spread. So I've got Save Now, Spend Later for Budget, Household, Happy Goals has, and Mood Tracking have my habit trackers in them. So I've gone ahead and pulled those just so I have them ready and I won't have to go hunt for them when I'm finishing those spreads. But what I do every month at the beginning of the month is my at a glance spreads. So this is the one for my catch-all planner. So this is where I basically take like, what are the big priorities this month for work? What are big things that I have to do overall during the month? And then sometimes I use dates and holidays. If there are not any holidays or dates, then I'll usually like cover that up with washi tape and just use that for more functional space or decorative space. So I have a lot of meetings going on and some major tasks that I'm going to have. So I went ahead and added just some checklists. And I like to combine sticker books, usually no more than one or two, just to keep it simple. But if you do like to use sticker books and you want them to harmonize well, I recommend picking ones that have a similar color palette. So for instance, for this one, I used the Girls with Goals and Beauty and Florals books because even though this has more of the eggplant and darker gold tones, it still harmonizes really well with the colors that are in this book. And I do think that Beauty and Florals is definitely more of a decorative type of book, and then Girls with Goals is certainly supposed to be a little more geared towards list making. So it's nice to combine these together because I know that they're going to mesh well. So if I see like I'm in the mood to do the florals, for instance, with this, I really wanted to match the divider for August in the Beauty and Florals book. I just thought this was so pretty. I loved this beautiful eggplant purple color. So I decided to take the stickers that I was using from these two books because they harmonize well. And then what I did was for my first weekly layout, I just carried that on. So I usually go planner to planner. So I'm just in my Catchall main planner right now, and I just tried to keep the theme normally going just to make it easier. But you could definitely just pick totally different stuff for your main spread. But I think it's nice to kind of carry on that mood. I have a lot of stuff going on the first week of August. I am potentially, I will have a new puppy in the family coming at the end of the month. I have meetings and work deadlines all throughout the beginning of the week. So it was important for me to go ahead and give myself plenty of space to write in things, but I got to add some very nice decorative elements as well. And just to minimize how much space my washi was taking, I only used a small strip here. So that really is all the setup that I do for my main Catchall planner at the beginning of the month. Now what you could do if you had the time and you wanted to, you could actually pre-plan your spreads and just go all the way through the month. I tend to be a weekly planner. I like to do those subsequent spreads each Saturday or Sunday just before the week starts and then fill them in because it just keeps me in the headspace of being in that week. So you can go ahead and pre-plan everything, but you don't have to. It's really whatever you want to do. But that is really how I start the month in my main Catchall planner. I just realized I didn't have my other light on, so I hope that that first part of the clip was not too dark. But this is my, it's the same planner, I've just transformed it into my wellness, social media, and budget planner. And once I finish my, my monthly for the month and that first week in my Catchall, I move on to wellness, budget, and then my horizontal weekly, which is my social media planner. And I do them in that order. So I will start with the currently page. So what I like to do in this planner, because it does have a very specific theme, which is the Disney princesses, this is where I like to use all of my Disney princess stickers. So maybe you have a planner that has a specific theme or color scheme with stickers, and if that's the case, what you can do is you can just use pens, washi, stickers, whatever materials you have, and match that for that particular month with your sticker books. And so I am doing that with this particular horizontal planner. I am using it with all of my Disney Princess stickers. So whenever I'm getting ready to do these spreads, I will pull the stickers and things that I do for wellness, budget, but I'll also pull Stronger at Heart, Disney Princess boxes. I'll pull the Stronger at Heart sticker book, these little small stickers that I have, and also the original Princess Plans stickers, because it just makes sense to use them because I know that they're going to match. So August is going to be Belle. So you'll see that I have used Belle here for all of my August monthly and at a glance spread. And I also like to kind of carry that on typically into my weekly pages. And then sometimes I'll also pull that into the spread that I'm using for the first spread for the month in my meal planner. So I've already done my wellness spread. I did it pretty much the same as I have in my setup video. I'll leave a card if you want to see how I set up my wellness dashboard. But basically I use this currently, or the at a glance page, to go ahead and jot down like positive affirmations and quotes that are inspiring me, track my sleep, exercise, my cycle, and then if I have a personal goal for the year, I'll usually put that in. My self-care or personal goal this year is to read more, so I have a little reading tracker. So that is pretty much how I use this. It's just that I've got my habit trackers, affirmations, and then on this I have just some like journaling and wellness reminders. Moving along, this is my budget setup for the month of August, and it is featuring, again, Belle. So I just kind of continue on with that theme. I try to use like similar washi tape and stickers just to kind of pull everything together. And as you can see, my budget spreads are a little more white space. They're much more minimalist than my monthly spread in my main planner. And that's because I may need to write things in. It's not so much kind of logging my activities for the month as it is actually like functionally writing things down for my budget. So I have a video on how I set this up as well that I'll leave a card to, but this is how I am doing my budget now in my Catchall, not my Catchall, but my my horizontal planner. And it's got the same kind of setup as before. And I go ahead and put anything that I know about in terms of dates, especially when I get paid, and important bills here. So this is just a really easy way to decorate a budget spread. I like to, leave room to write. So if you do have a lot of things going on and you're going to have to add things, potentially, go ahead and give yourself that space. It is okay to have white space. It's okay to not have white space too. Your planner is your own. You have to make sure you're using it how it works for you. So for me, with my budget, monthly budget page, I just like to make sure I have room to read everything and to clearly write stuff in as it comes up. So once I finish the wellness and the budget, I move on to my first horizontal weekly spread. And what I've been doing, again, is just continuing that theme of the Disney Princess that month. So it's Belle. These are from the big Mommy sticks that they had of the Disney princesses. There's also similar stickers in the Princess Plans and the Stronger at Heart book. So I've just been using those, and it's really nice, I think, to have a horizontal planner. I've used a mini horizontal before, and there's just so much more room for writing and list making. So this works extremely well for my social media planning. I can write what I'm doing. I have enough room to write, but I also have enough room to decorate. So that's what I use this planner for. So I just make sure there's just a little bullet. And then on days where I know there's like special things going on, for instance, Wednesday is usually when I post my videos. So I have a couple different items there. And then Friday is usually when I have Fun Corner Friday. So I want to make sure that I include that on Friday as well as whatever spread I'm doing. And then I can use this grid space at the bottom to write out what things I need to do for next week in terms of filming, editing, and finishing planner spreads. So that is what I use this for. And that is the last spread that I do in my second planner. So now we are through with the beginning of the month for 2 different planners. And we're gonna move on now to the meal planner. This is my Wild Soul and Free Heart Skinny Classic, and I have been using this to do meal planning and couponing and everything. It's just a really good size. It's easy. I have little envelopes to stick coupons in, and it's very easy for list making. And it's very fun to decorate as well. I find that skinny classics are very fun to decorate. What I typically do in my meal planner is I just go ahead and add little boxes, things like that. I don't need to have a lot of writing space, because typically what I'll do is just write my meals out. So like breakfast, lunch, dinners for the week, ideas for if I want to try a recipe, and then if I'm scheduling grocery pickups, I'll put that in kind of the notes area, or if I need to thaw something, or if I need to cook something that particular day, I will put like a note to do that. But that is really all I use my meal planner for. So one of the reasons I kind of continue with whatever theme I'm doing, so if I finish my Catchall planner, I'll still have those sticker books out. So I use these, for instance, and I will just carry that on into this planner. So it sort of allows me to just keep on using what I have on hand, and that saves me time. Otherwise, I'd have to kind of just go and grab new sticker books and figure out that whole thought process of decoration. So a little pro tip, if you already are using multiple planners and you have a skinny classic or a mini or something that you're using, go ahead and just kind of take the washi and the sticker books that you pulled for whichever layout in your larger planner that you just did, and continue that into that smaller planner. The nice thing is that you are learning to decorate and plan in different sizes that way. And I like it because it also makes it easier when I'm photographing. If I already have backgrounds that are going to be working for the main layout using these stickers, I know they're going to be working for when I photograph this. So if you're wanting to photograph your planners for Instagram, that is another tip for your kind of beginning of the week, beginning of the month setup. Now I'm done really with all of my 3 main planners, and I get to then focus on actually writing and filling them in, and I can kind of go through one by one and like speed do it. I've already started actually, so you'll see that this spread in my horizontal planner is done. So this is already set up, and I've written in some notes and journal stuff. So this is all set to go. So now I just need to finish the budget write-in and writing in my weekly social media. So that is probably what I'm going to do next. And then I will do my catch-all planner at a glance, and then fill in my weekly there. And then usually the last thing that I do is this, because in terms of the day, I like to cook at night. It tends to be like after I've eaten, so I'm not tempted to eat everything that I'm cooking. And it also, I do that at night because it's really, really hot where I am, and I don't want to have the kitchen be like boiling during the day. So I will go through, I will do that and get that ready. And then by Monday morning, that weekend before the month starts, I then have all of my weekly spreads done, most of my monthly and both of my at a glance spreads done, and I feel ready to kind of start the day, and I feel prepared. That is something that you can do if you want to kind of jumpstart your planning each month. Just sort of go in that order. You can use that tip about combining sticker books that have the same kind of color families or themes, and just keep on using the sticker book and washi and stuff from your main book into your smaller books. And that way you will have everything done real quickly and minimal cleanup as well. So that way I can really focus on writing, getting all of that ready, and making my weekly schedule with everything set. And it didn't take that long at all. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. It gives you some ideas for jumpstarting your monthly planning. And please give this a like if it was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see any more kind of getting started with decorative planning tips. I love decorative planning. It's why I got into Happy Planner, and I think that it is just the funnest way to be productive. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe. I will see you all in the next one. Have a great week. Bye.